Welcome back to Alone in the Dark. Emily has arrived in the graveyard to finally meet up with Uncle Jeremy. I wonder if the conversation with Jeremy is going to go any different.
It's been a while since I visited the family tomb. I hope it's in a better state than the real world.
Right, there was just nothing in this one. Yeah, I mean, you would hope that the real one doesn't have coffins lying around like this. The blessing.
What's this? What's that for? There we go.
The weird thing is Jeremy's not making that up. In the real cemetery, you have to do the same thing, and everyone complains because it's real hard to go visit the tombs and graves of your loved ones. You got to solve the amulet puzzles. The owners of the graveyard insist it's tradition. But, you know, not all traditions need to be followed. All right, this is the one that we need 3 for.
It was the chapel where Jeremy had promised to mourn the mysterious Perosi. Maybe soon she would be able to talk to her uncle and have him end this madness. She just needed to find a way inside the chapel.
Yeah, if we could just talk to him, surely we could convince him to stop all this. He just needs a little bit of a talking to, and then it'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Uncle Jeremy, do you mind if you stop the whole, I don't know, mind teleportation thing? Oh, yeah. Is he stuck in there? Kinda seems like it. I need to find as much booze as possible, thought Emily. She groaned, realizing that she was turning into Conby. Right. Sneaking is important. I believe I'm sneaking here. Inconsiderate. Like, you don't know what it means to sneak. If you see someone sneaking, it's only polite to pretend that you don't see them. Like these monsters don't know the rules of polite society. Oh, yeah. So this one looks like it has like big larvae on it. Does that mean it's stronger or not really sure? Not really sure what the, the hierarchy is of zombies. Like, some of them you have just, like, the regular molded kind of zombie. That's the lowest one. Then you have, like, the skeleton that has another skeleton on its arm. And clearly that one's higher up on the pole. But then you have, like, this one, which is sort of a skeleton with another skeleton, but there's, like, lots of larvae worms or something on it. I guess that one means it's higher up, I suppose.
Yeah. It's blocked.
All right, second medallion. Just open up that coffin, see what's inside. Maybe something fun. I think someone might need to be distracted. Well, the fire came out of there. Should I be going in there? Oh, yeah, here we go. I think it's around here that I get attacked by a bunch of dudes.
No! There's too many I have to run.
Yeah, this is that part. Too many.
Please, no.
There's just too many. Go, 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 go.
There we go.
So much allegory. Wow, that looks like a crucifix down there. And we know the crucifix is such a good weapon, but I can't pick that one up. Someone did say, though, that there was a Lagniappe to find around the third medallion, though. I don't know if it was during the part where I had to run out. That would have been kind of difficult if there was something in the part where I was running away, because there were a bunch of dudes in there. I don't know if there could be anything in there that you would need to survive the dudage. Could always be possible. I mean, I can't go back there right now. Right. Oh, no, you can just walk. Okay, this is the rock that you can't go through. This is the rock. Well, I didn't see anything. And this is where the third medallion is. Oh, there's like a hidey hole over here. Sheet music. This is 1 of 3 for dying with dignity. And liquor. All right, well, that's the 3.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Made it out.
Let's go speak to old Uncle Jeremy. Uncle, you sent me a letter saying not to come here, but also, like, the letter was also made it sound like you were gonna, like, you're gonna die here. So I figured I should probably just, I figured I should come by and just make sure you're doing all right. Didn't sound like you were doing too well. I don't know.
Emily, is that you?
Jeremy.
What are you doing here?
Well, you sounded so miserable in your letter. I've come to take you away from here.
I can't believe I made such a foolish mistake. All I wanted was for you to stay away.
What do you mean?
I bargained with the Dark Man. A pact to keep New Orleans safe with my own life as tribute.
The Dark Man isn't real, Jeremy. There is nothing he can do to hurt you.
How do you think any of this is happening? How do you still not trust my words?
Fine. Then let me help.
Don't be foolish. He will bury you next to me in his sunken temple for an eternity.
I don't care. I'll find a way. I have my own talisman, and I know about Tarawea.
Oh, wait, don't speak.
Who's in here? Show yourself.
You know who, Emily? He took your grandfather.
No, I mean it. Who's in here? I can feel someone's in here.
Emily!
Tarawea. Why do you want to go there, Jeremy?
All right. Well, that one did not end with Jeremy running away and knocking Emily over and her hitting her head on the side of the coffin.
I've seen so many strange occurrences lately. Memories explode into existence and then burn out like tired glass bulb filaments. Dreamscapes crash down from the stars and sink into the sea. Doors that lead to nowhere and absolutely everywhere at once. With all this reverie, I want to think there's a chance that you found a way to remain alive in some way I cannot fathom. Just like I've learned to navigate with my talisman, maybe you, with all your knowledge, you somehow knew a way to find me again, perhaps in Tarawea. Oh, my love, Jeremy.
We got the luggage key.
I need to find out more about Jeremy's pact with the Dark Man. He meant to go to Tarawea. Maybe there is something there that would help.
Also, I don't know why Emily's saying, the Dark Man's not real, Jeremy. He can't hurt you. Considering,
Beautiful. I wonder what happened to her.
considering all this.
Ferocious fate remained a mystery to Emily. Was she a part of Jeremy's story? Or did she maybe have her own?
Yeah, we don't get too much about her and why she died. Implying that, hey, maybe she had her own, story going on. Didn't have to do with what we're doing here. I mean, the story of this game has some elements like that, like the whole part about how we're so concerned about the Dark Man and Jeremy's contract with the Dark Man and helping Jeremy sever his contract with the Dark Man, that we're not even thinking about the Dark Young from the Black Goat and like all that. Like that's like way off in the background until the very end. All right, yeah, back to Jeremy's room to open his trunk.
Jeremy's room. All back to normal.
Right, there's the lens.
It's a telescope lens. Why would he lock it in here?
Well, so no one could use the telescope.
Jeremy had found a way to enter Tarawea, but he wasn't allowed to go. He knew deep down that it was impossible for him to cross that threshold. Instead, he hoped that Perosi would go in his place and burn his library to the ground so he could start again. But she never got the chance. Perosi had her own problems, her own demons, and she died suddenly one day without warning. Holding the telescope lens in her hands, Emily suspected what it was. At least a part of the key to that paradise Jeremy so desperately wanted to see. Curious what she would find, she felt eager to put the lens to use.
All right, Jeremy was hoping that Perosi would be able to go to Tarawea. Yeah, drawing room is downstairs. Oh no, that's Lottie's room. Actually, what was this one? Oh, yeah, just a bathroom. Is there anything in this bathroom? No, it's blue. That's blue. Radio still acting up. Use our lens. Focus up. Then we find the talisman coordinates. All right. We got a 9, a 4. Oh yeah, this one does that automatically.
Wait, what's going on? It's entering the numbers by itself? Okay, great, so where is that?
A dining room.
Was this dream of Tarawea without a catch? A place for rest and comfort.
No catch. What? It's just gonna be a fun time exploring Jeremy's mind library. Let's see. Speaking of the dining room. Gonna read some books. learn some fun facts. It's going to be a great time. No reason to feel that there might be something ominous about it. None at all.
Ah, here we go.
Let's see, what was it? Did I just have to leave the room? Oh, no, there we go. All right, time to meet Juan.
You should not have come, Emily.
How do you know my name? Have we met?
In a manner of speaking. As a manifestation of Jeremy's deepest desires, I am to you unfamiliar. Yet I know of you.
Are you Jeremy? Is that what you're saying?
I am only his subconscious thoughts. I cannot speak for his totality.
How come you have a Spanish accent? And what is this place? Is this Tarawea?
This is indeed the fabled convent of Tarawea, where Jeremy goes to find peace during his sessions with Dr. Gray.
It's all fantasy then.
Based on the things he has read and seen.
And that includes you.
Yes. My name is Juan Luis Jorge. Jeremy once read a book of mine. It stuck with him.
Can you help me break the pact with the Dark Man so we can leave Dorsetto?
Jeremy doesn't want you to. He wants to honor his word to the Dark Man.
Why? What's the point? I don't understand what the pact is for.
The people of Dorsetto are calling upon evil to enter this world. Your uncle offered his soul to the Dark Man to contain this disaster.
What? No, that doesn't make any sense.
The pact will be fulfilled at dawn. As the sun rises, Jeremy will forever be entombed in his sunken desert temple. As promised, the Dark Man shall quarantine and starve the evil inside Dorsetto.
What about all the patients and the staff?
They will not stand a chance.
That's unacceptable. How could Jeremy agree to this?
Desperation, of course. Jeremy did not choose martyrdom lightly.
Well, nothing is lost yet. I'm sure I can find a way to break the pact and save Jeremy. And hopefully the people at Dorsetto. What even is this evil you're talking about?
I don't know much. I think some nightmarish entity from the bayou.
I'll just have to deal with that later. First, I have to get Jeremy out of his deal. What? Did you run out of arguments?
You're actually quite inspiring, Miss Emily. If we put Jeremy's feelings aside, I would have to say I agree with you.
Really?
You might just be able to save the old man from himself. I think you should take a look in the convent library. Try to find the truth about Jeremy's relationship with the Dark Man.
Okay.
You should know that you won't be alone in those grand halls. The Dark Man has been reading those books for years.
He's here?
You'll have to be very careful.
Of course. I can be careful.
Good luck, Miss Emily.
I feel like that conversation was much more straightforward than Carnby's. Juan telling us, okay, here's the deal. People in Dorsetto trying to summon a great evil. The Dark Man will destroy that evil and the people of Dorsetto, but Jeremy has to agree to be entombed in the tomb forever. And it's going to happen at dawn. So we got a timetable, and we know what it's about. So I feel like we got some more details about it in this conversation than in the first one.
What is the Dark Man, do you know?
The Black Sun. The stalker among the stars. The crawling chaos. No. Neither I nor Jeremy knows what he truly is.
Apparently, a hell of a stage magician.
I'm worried this is how it starts. That this is just madness enveloping me.
I'm sorry. There is no compelling answer I can give you to dispel such doubts.
Well, I've put this off long enough. Take care, Juan.
You too, Miss Emily. I will cross my fingers and hope for the best.
You know, just thinking about the scene where Carnby pistol whips the Dark Man and it turns out to be the Doctor. Is it too much to hope that when we get to that scene, Emily will bonk the Dark Man with the painting tube? I mean, she's not wearing the painting tube. I assume that the real model would still be wearing the painting tube. That painting tube has to come up at some time. I don't know why she has it.
As much as Emily wanted to soak in the comfort of Jeremy's dream and take a seat next to Juan under his Bodhi tree, she knew she couldn't stay. She had to visit the library and find information about Jeremy and his first meeting with the Dark Man.
I believe that's the same thing over there. Yeah. Popular page to leave this open to. I'm still a little sad that we did not get portly purple cube man in the library, trying to keep us from checking out books. We don't have the key for that yet. And of course, as usual, just scouring around looking to see if there's any Lagny apps that I didn't get the first time.
The great library was endless.
Right? Gotta find that key. So sometimes we hear, like, that version of Jeremy's voice. I assume that's Jacob, who we fight later on in the Arctic. The fire that fights fire. Can't climb these. Yeah, problem with the library in this condition. The books are starting to get all moldy. Moldy books are no good. Right, still that.
What's this?
Oh, there's a Lagny app I missed. It's Unmasked Evil. And now that does complete a set. Beast of Burden, Unmasked Evil, Gazing Statuette, and Mummified Cats.
Bull worship is common throughout history. For Christians, this can be seen in Exodus when the Israelites turned to worship a golden calf in Moses' absence. This passage shows the people falling back to the worship witnessed in Egypt, known as the Hapis bull. Another famous example is the Minoans on the island of Crete. Their worship of the bull gave rise to the myth of the Minotaurus, the half-man, half-bull monster that reigned the labyrinth. But for this particular case, I think I should tell you about the deity Astarte that brought the Taurus constellation to life to attack Gilgamesh. Even for a mythical hero, this celestial bull would prove difficult to defeat. Only by distracting the bull with a golden sail was Gilgamesh able to pierce an eye with the spear, which bled the bull to death.
People just love bulls. Oh, why is it telling me that now? All right, thank you for the information about Lagny apps. They do carry over from game to game, it's true. You know, if you leave people to their own devices, they're going to start worshiping bulls. That's why organized formal religion came about. Put a stop to that. Too many people worshiping too many bulls. I believe our friend is about to show up. Yeah, when we take that. Let's see. Yeah, okay, this pedestal's right here. I don't think there's anything else to look at. Alright, let's start it.
It's the Dark Man.
And it was through that door. Yep, over there. Okay. You know, I turned down... In the options, I did turn the music and sound effect down a couple notches. The voice volume is still where it was, but I did turn down music and sound effects down a little bit after the first time we did the library segment. I don't think it helped much. Did seem like OBS was still redlining. Anything around here? Same book, same pages. Ah, and here we are at the elevator. The most precious books are here, like this one, again. All right, let's take it.
It was in the hot autumn that I went through the night with the restless crowds. He was a kind of itinerant showman who held forth in public halls and aroused widespread fear. The New Orleans address of the event is lost, but I remember distinctly the Prext shipping company pressing their contribution.
Emily!
Please, no.
I hope you found what you were looking for, Emily. I fear there is no going back.
He's in my head, Juan. His breath replacing mine.
You should not have come, Emily.
Oh, he didn't yoink the book this time. Whoa. Warping into position.
Well, if it isn't my new best friend. Come, join me for some giggle water.
Oh, she still has the book. We keep it this time.
Ruth?
Oh, Miss Hartwood, don't tell me you've been out swinging without me.
Ruth, what is this place? Where are we?
Have you never been to the Maccabean before? Goodness me. Tell me, Miss Hartwood, have you ever considered going out for an evening?
Are we in New Orleans?
Oh, who can tell anymore? I just went inside the grand parlor and suddenly here I am.
The Grand Parlor? Can I get back to Derceto from here?
Are you sure you want to? We could stay here and drink the night away. How about a gin fizz?
If this is New Orleans, maybe I should go further. Find that magic show the book was talking about. But there was no address, just Prext Shipping Company.
Oh, is this about where Jeremy met the Dark Man?
How do you know about that?
Jeremy talked a lot about the Dark Man. I always felt a bit envious.
How so?
If an all-powerful entity showed me any interest, I'd at least hear him out. I'm sure he has plenty to offer.
I don't think you'd want that, Ruth. We're too sweet for such darkness.
Oh, please. What kind of blue nose do you take me for? I relish the darkness. I think it suits me.
You don't happen to know how to find the Preg's shipping company, do you?
Of course. Their office is just over there.
Whoa, what happened?
You just got lucky. A bientôt, Mademoiselle Emily.
Hey, do you know where my uncle is?
No, but I bet you're close.
All right. We got a Lagny app. Just automatically. And the Dark Man enters.
It was in the hot autumn that I went through the night with the restless crowds to witness the enigmatic Black Pharaoh. He was a kind of itinerant showman who held forth in public halls and aroused widespread fear wherever he performed. It was the sort of thrills my father sought out, especially if there was a promise of electrical trickery. The Nolan's address of the event is lost, but I remember distinctly the Prext Shipping Company pressing their contribution in the morning papers. There were rumors of an Egyptian sarcophagus being a part of the act, something which kept me wondering how they had carried that up the seemingly endless stairs. The details of the showman's performance have almost been entirely replaced by dread, the kind that numbs and hides the terror of something unbearable. What is certain is that ever since that night, I can't remember a single day passing without seeing or sensing the presence of a dark man.
It's been some time since that show.
Preg
Nope.
Shipping Company. According to the book in the Great Library, they assisted a showman performing somewhere in New Orleans. Somehow connected to Jeremy's introduction to the Dark Man. I'm sure I could find the address inside.
Okay. Did we... Yeah, so we have that as part of our thing. We also got... this one. Matchbook, part of the Crescent City. The other one we got was Streetcar Ticket, which was for the clerk. But the clerk is dead. Don't know what these things have in a connection. I don't know what that third one might be. All right. Interesting that we kept the book this time. The Dark Man was not able to get to that book. The flyer title.
It's locked from the other side.
Really wants me to know that enemies can be distracted. But we know all this. Distracted. Oh, yeah. Pummel an abomination to death and then take a swig.
There's gotta be another way inside. There's a way through the sewers.
Oh, hello. Ow. Hey. I deaded. Oh, no, I'm not deaded. Am I deaded? I am, but there was a QTE after I died. Go, go, go. Anyone coming?
There's gotta be another way inside. There's a way through the sewers.
I don't see him this time. Oh, threw him through the door. Yeah? I really did? I guess so. I guess he can't get back here. Oh yeah, there he is. Right, yeah, we get Steve's key. And I believe we go to the crane. And that opens up the sewers, I believe. Someone around? You know, people coming out of the sewers. Well, no, not distracted. Oh, there's a lot. Why there's so many all of a sudden? All right, everyone comes out once I use Steve's key. Well, all right. Well, we know we need to use Steve's key, but maybe I should, if I want to look around a bit more, maybe I should look around before using Steve's key. I'm glad I know that items can be thrown at enemies by tapping R2. I'm happy to know this. Yellow. Was the crane already moved when I loaded? Yeah, it already is. Okay. Well, not as many dudes this time. Was there anything else around? It's a large area. Lot to look at. Yeah, go down there to get to the sewers, and maybe we've looked at everything. That's opened up. That's where we use Steve's key. I got some bullets. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe let's just go down. Not before distracting. Distracted. All right, let's remember to not walk over there specifically. Do I need to go down there? I forget. Like, it doesn't look like there's anything there. Yeah? Have we come to an agreement? I guess we have. Ladder going up.
Yeah. All right. I made it inside the warehouse. Now let's find that address. All right, here we are with the safe. This is getting ridiculous. I mean, I'm not complaining.
I mean, is it even a real gun? Or is it like a gun that Jeremy invented with his memory? Like, we can take it back to Derceto. But presumably, you know, Jeremy created the gun. It's a mind gun.
Our ship was raided while in dock. All of his things were recovered, but blood was shed. Several men were carried into the Mississippi River and drowned by ones who live in the deep.
Gotta love those deep
All
ones.
items have now been signed and delivered. Now best keep the papers safe. What is left? Later is right. And hell is back again.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Gotta go manifest, Tom.
This is it. The address to the theater where Jeremy first met the Dark Man.
And I think we just leave now. All right, guess that's everyone.
Looks like the fog cleared up.
It's a good thing, because as we all know, you cannot walk through thick fog. Like this? Just not possible. It repels us with its thickness, its density. Might as well just make sure there isn't anything to find. I do believe I did examine this the first time round.
Emily didn't recognize this part of town. She didn't even know if it was a real address she had found. Did Gallatin Street exist, or was it something Jeremy had made up? As she closed in on the address, she began to worry. Would she meet Jeremy there, or was she running into the arms of the Dark Man himself?
Well, if you're investigating the Dark Man, you can't be surprised if he's going to be there. We are going to attend his magic show, after all. Maybe there will be electricity tricks, like Jeremy's father was so fond of. Anything over here? Doesn't look like it.
You shouldn't have come.
Don't say that. You needed my help.
All I wanted was to keep people away from Desetto. Especially you, Emily. You're the only one in the family who forgave me for choosing old age over death.
Father still cares for you? He is paying for your treatment at Desetto.
To get rid of me! That's the only reason anyone's at Desetto. Someone in the family thought you were becoming an embarrassment.
Help me get you out of this mess, Jeremy. I want to take you away.
Your father would send me right back.
What if I take you up north, to Kingsport? I know Mother still has family up there. I've been thinking about going for a while now.
I haven't been to Massachusetts in years. I still paint from memory, you know? That old lighthouse makes for a great motif. Your father and I would go almost every summer. Then when our great-uncle died, we stopped going back.
What is there to be done about the Dark Man? He's the one holding you back, right? You feel like you can't leave without paying your debt to him.
The Dark Man has been with me since I was 12 years old. He was standing right on that stage right over there. For a brief moment, his gaze held mine. And that was it. I recognized him for what he was. The Hartwood curse embodied in flesh. I thought it was my turn, but I was only there to be mocked. Instead, his attention moved on to my father sitting next to me. I turned to him and saw his face. The whitest shade of pale I've ever seen. He bit off his tongue that night and suffocated.
What can be done, Jeremy? Please.
There's a way. 2 ways to be exact. One worse than the other. A written contract, now buried inside his sunken temple.
Don't you remember what it said?
I don't want to.
Try, Jeremy. What did the contract say?
No, we can't. We can't let New Orleans suffer that blight. I have to make this sacrifice.
What are you talking about? Is this the thing from the bayou? Juan said something.
All right, getting some more family history.
Okay, so there is a way to break the pact at least. Hidden somewhere inside the Dark Man's temple. I just need to find it. Somehow.
Well, we know how to get to that temple. It's through this. You know, somehow I feel like Jeremy probably doesn't think that attending that magic show was worth it. Even if it did have cool electricity tricks. Okay. Well, Jeremy confirms also something else that seemed to be the case when we read the patient files. He said the only reason anyone goes to Desetto is because they're becoming an embarrassment to the family, so you gotta get them out of sight. That did seem to be the case. When we were looking at the patient files, it didn't really seem like any of these people had anything really wrong. It's just their families wanted to move them out somewhere for whatever one reason or another. We know Grace's mother did it because she wasn't interested in raising a daughter. The alcoholic did was it? I forget why he was there now. I think our alcoholic lady friend didn't say that she checked herself in. Maybe I should look at that file again. But yeah, it doesn't really seem like Desetto is what you would generally think of as a mental hospital. It just seems sort of like a retreat for when you just need to vanish from society for a while. And also the doctor might perform a lobotomy. He doesn't want to. He could do it. He could. And then also Jeremy did confirm that he went to this magic show when he was 12. The Dark Man has been with him the whole time, responsible for the death of his father, and that the Dark Man is probably actually the reason for what Emily considers to be the Hartwood curse, that maybe it's a real thing, and it's actually because of this one guy. And, Jeremy's next. Well, I mean, Jeremy isn't next, because his fate is to be a little different. He's not dying. He's going to be trapped for eternity in the tomb as the cost for stopping the Dark Young. Though I think, I'm not really sure how Emily thinks about this, because she sometimes talks about it in a more mundane way, saying, hey, Jeremy, let's leave Derceto. Let's go up to Massachusetts, huh? How about that? That would be nice. A nice change of scenery. And we can, end this, we could find a way to end the contract with the Dark Man, get you out of here to a nicer place. And sure, that's all well and good, but I don't know, she seems to be sort of downplaying a lot of the supernatural badness happening. Maybe just a little bit. Were that it would be so easy to end the contract. I mean, Carnby was able to sever the contract, but is there another way to do it? Hopefully so. Hopefully. Well, I mean, I don't know. We will see. We'll continue on with Alone in the Dark as Emily enters the tomb. And remember, we have to aim the laser beams, aim the lasers, and then get carried away by giant bats, carried to the moon, as we continue on with Alone in the Dark.